So we're going to put the Evo to the test. Perfect. You know, honestly, I hit that off the toe, and I had a little bit of a draw. I drew right at the beginning a little bit, and then it stayed on the line. I'm going to be honest with you, another ball probably would have kept going to left. I think it would have stayed up anyways because it was controlled, but that thing was a dead bullet right there. All right. I expected it to be over here because that's the way it was turning, but there it ended up. It's on the left side of the 150 stake, which was a line that I wanted to initially take into this hole. So right there, the Evo did its job. So I'm about 147 yards into the green. Now left here is death on this hole, and this green, you can see it here, but it slopes this way, and the slope is very severe. I'm going to try to aim right at the slope, and hopefully it stays right in that line, and we'll hit that and feed down to the hole. Look at that. You know, I caught it a little bit towards the hosel. Again, took a tiny hair turn right, but then held. And then the wind just brought it back a little bit. Pleased with it, very pleased with it. We're on the upper shelf. My ball hit right over in here. And as you see now, I'm walking down the shelf. And I have a wedge in my hand for a reason, because that thing just picked up momentum from there, and there we go. Great shot. Ends up in an interesting position to try to save par here. I say save par because I've played here at Lockport before, and this is no easy chip. You know, if this ball does go straight, it's going in the cup. That's where I'm aiming. Didn't put enough on it, but gave myself an opportunity to make a putt for par here. All right, you know what? I'll take par in this hole any day of the week. It's that tough of a hole, especially in this pin placement. And the Evo golf ball from OnCore definitely does hold the line much better with that steel core.
We want to get players on the tour, on the PGA Tour, LPGA Tour, wearing the apparel, playing with the golf ball. That's our dream. We expect to get there.
Portions of Tee2Green are brought to you by Rural Metro's Home Helpline, Western New York's push-button peace of mind. Closed captioning provided by Toshiba Business Solutions, the official copier company of the Buffalo Sabres. Will help you cut costs, print from mobile devices, and reduce your environmental footprint.
Back here on Tee2Green at the headquarters of OnCore Golf in downtown Buffalo with Brett Blakely and Steve Colton, the co-founders of OnCore Golf. Early in the show, we got your story on how you guys came about and formed this company. Now I want to talk about where you're going. And we know some places you've been. You've been to the PGA Merchandise Show, which is, you know, the mecca, right, for new products to be launched. What was the response there as to, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, get ready, golf?
It was an amazing response. I think people were pretty shocked to see the technology, the golf ball, the team, having Brian there as the artist, and the response was amazing. We got voted one of the top 5 products by Myrtle Beach Publications of the PGA show, and for a first-time exhibitor, we were pretty pleased with that.
And actually the director did come by and say we were probably the most covered company by the media there, and we intentionally planted ourselves in the infested waters right behind Callaway, right next to Cobra Puma and Nike.
So people want to know, when can they buy the golf ball? Where can they find it with this great packaging?
Right, well, it's available online at our website, oncoregolf.com, and we hope to have it in retail by the end of July. So all over, you know, Golf Galaxy, Dick's, and in pro shops as well.
And we spent probably the last year, and especially at the PGA show, trying to establish a global footprint. So we do have about 10 countries outside already signed up to distribute the balls. And we're working with the Duran Group out of California, who will handle all domestic sales, and they'll be the ones sending sales reps out to the Dixon Golf Galaxies, the Edwin Watts, the pro shops. But you know, a lot of that is a function of the manufacturing and production capabilities. Anytime we do anything, the demand is through the roof. So, you know, we're spending the next couple months making sure our tooling and production is where it needs to be. The last thing we want to do is come out with a golf ball that everyone wants to try and we can't supply fast enough. So we are shooting for end of July, but you know, there's no specific date. So until then, it'll definitely be online and then everywhere thereafter.
The other thing I think it's important to note, made in the USA.
I mean, I think it's part of the story. You know, not only do we understand that we are huge underdogs, we're the absolute Davids against these huge Goliaths, yeah. But to bring jobs back to the States.
If we can keep it all here in the U.S. and eventually move it all to Buffalo, that'd be pretty awesome for us.
That would be perfect, right? Certainly be perfect. All right, the other part of where OnCore is going, apparel. I mean, it seems to be another piece of the company here. Well, with this great logo and the artistic work you have.
Steve had a great tagline, "Just swing." You know, kind of like Nike's "Just do it," but again, it's the whole concept behind it is don't think so much when you step up to a tee. You have a ball that's a little more forgiving, just swing. So we had our first set of dry fits and cotton tees for both men and women. You can go on our fan page. They look spectacular. We just did a photo shoot with BMW. The next step for us to help promote the lifestyle aspect was to come up with a line of apparel that basically let people know that they're part of the team, they're part of the journey.
We want to get players on the tour, on the PGA Tour, LPGA Tour, Junior Tours, wearing the apparel, playing with the golf ball, and that's really fun for us. We want to be at a tournament where we have, you know, horses in the race. We've got players out there at the U.S. Open, at the Masters, coming down 18, and we're watching behind the green, rooting for them. That's our dream, and we expect to get there.
Well, thank you for letting me do this for another day. I enjoyed talking to both of you. Appreciate your support of Tee2Green, and wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Help out one of Buffalo's own, OnCore Golf. We'll see you next week here on Tee2Green.
Kevin Sylvester's equipment and clothing are provided by Nike Golf.